He did a pretty good job, didn't he? Made a nice play on the third down, going up, getting the ball out. The thing about the guys, he practices so hard, and he's always preparing himself to get out there and ready to play. And so he's a good player, and we're excited about his future opportunities to get back on the field, make some more plays.
Is it tough for I mean, I imagine it's tough for any player, but for a young player to be mentally ready for that situation and kind of not have the reps?
Well, he kind of doesn't know because that was his first game.
Yeah.
So he really didn't know what it was like, to be out there. So I think that helped him a little bit. But, he just, like I said, he's a smart player. He prepared very well. And he knew he was going to get in the game. It's just which game at what time. And that's how we all prepare, is next man up kind of mentality. And that's what he did.
Ryan, you've seen Christian McCaffrey a handful of times. What are just the biggest challenges that stick out defending against him and isolating him in the pass game?
Yeah, he does a lot as an offensive weapon, from running in the backfield, getting out of the backfield on passes, lining up catching passes out, like in a receiver position. So we always have to have awareness for where he is on the field. It is a big challenge, but I know our guys will be up for the test.
This is the first time you obviously played very good. What's the thing that you think he really does?
He's got moxie. A guy loves to play football. He's very fiery. He's a good leader. It's going to be a good test. This is our first time against him, and he's made some plays. He can make some plays with his arm, but also he can get out, he escapes, in the pocket. He had a couple nice runs this season already. So it'll be a good challenge.
Ryan, I think there are obvious reasons why you guys have a low sack total so far based on the two offenses you faced so far. But is there anything you need to see more of from the defensive front?
No, the most important thing on third down is getting off the field and affecting the passer, whether be a pressure, one-on-one rush, or whatever it is. I think we've done a good job affecting the quarterback, particularly in game 2, more than game 1. And the guys are executing. But early in the season, sometimes you have a slow start, and it's not where you start, it's where you finish. So we'll get this thing going.
And where is Peyton Turner right now? What does he have to show you to earn the snaps, I guess?
He's still a young player, and he will. And so you'll see him a little bit more coming up.
What do you guys think of Alontae Taylor's play? Just kind of pressing action on
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. He makes a couple of nice plays out there. Really big third down stop for us. That was a heck of a play. He's a good player, and he other than a couple of times he got injured in camp, but he's had a good camp when he was out there. And so it's just continuing that. And, he's a confident player too, so him being ready to get out there and make some plays, that only helps, now going forward. You just want to see just a little bit better, next time out.
seeing that a little bit? Is that something maybe get in your guys' mind too? Things like, hey, we got to find ways to maybe try to give them a couple more opportunities?
Yeah, having good players is a problem, right? Finding places for them to play, get out on the field and get reps, and he just fits in, our category in our secondary of we've got a lot of good players. So we'll find some reps for him, as the season continues, and so that's the plan.
Ryan, is this kind of what y'all expected out of Pete Werner? I know you guys have been very high on him in the past, but
yeah, I mean, he's been pretty good, right? Yeah, pretty good, pretty productive. Look, it's good to see Pete. He got a little nicked up in camp, and then came back and had a really good game 1 and 2, and so this is what I think we all expected to see of this player, of Pete, and just continuing the consistency of week in and week out doing what he's been doing. But so far, so good.
And then when you have a quarterback like Baker, kind of extend plays in the pocket. It's kind of a priority for a defensive line, but the guys kind of jumping around in there and finding little pockets.
Sure. We got to keep him contained. We can't let him run out of the back of the pocket. That's where, he runs out and he'll make a play with his legs, or, get a guy get open, too much time. And then, we got to do a really good job of pushing the interior of the pocket, into his lap, where it makes it hard on the lanes for him to see, through the middle of the field. So that's kind of our plan, and I'm fired up to play him because he is a really good player, and he's done a lot of good things, and he does have a good. This is another challenge, as his quarterback. So.
How difficult is it to prepare for a team with a new quarterback? It's kind of like you only have these 2 games in preseasons with him at this place.
Yeah, so him being at Cleveland before, he kind of watch the type of player that he is, you know, not necessarily the plays, but what he does, how he likes to scramble, you know, where he likes to go with the ball. And so, and then, you know, 2 games in, you know, there's enough on tape to where, you know, we can prepare, we have a plan, you know, for this type. But we know it's not like he's a rookie, you know, so he doesn't have to, we've watched his tape before.
When you guys have someone that is disciplined and solid as Pete Werner, does that affect anything in the front, or does it just maybe give everybody more confidence that everyone can just kind of do their job and he's going to be another one of those guys?
Yeah, look, it's all about, you know, gap responsibility in the run game, you know, owning your gap and being able to be playable in your secondary gap, you know, as we coach these guys. And Pete's just another guy that you can stick in there, and he's got a really good feel for where the ball is. You know, he's got very good ball awareness, you know, and that's what you see. You know, he's kind of, you know, he plays it, he's in the right spot, you know, to make the plays. And so good players do that, you know. And he's done, you know, I think we've done a pretty good job, better in the second game. The first game we didn't play very good against the run, but better in the second game up front. And then, you know, let those guys run over the top, take some double teams and play fast. So it kind of works together with the guys we have up front and then our linebackers.
Is that ball awareness kind of just like a natural?
Yeah, sometimes players have it and sometimes they don't, you know. You know, as a coach, you try to put players in positions where they're going to be on game day to make plays, you know, and I know, you know, we're doing that. You know, Mike Hodges does a good job at that, and in our practice, seeing those runs, you know, and then, you know, sometimes you just got to have the ability as a player to do that, you know. So, and Pete can, and obviously has, you know, he has that skill. So let's just do it again this week.